in Nigeria. How much reverence do we place on the lives of Nigeria? You know, I am a student of history. Sometime in Rwanda, the Tutsis, who constitutes just 15% of the population, were handed power by the colonial masters, which led to the Hutus, who constitute another 85% of the population, feeling shortchanged. And because of their population, they felt that they ought to be in charge. Hence, they wanted to annihilate the Tutsis. They went further to show how much they regarded the Tutsis and discriminated them, and they referred to them as cockroaches. Well, this video is not about the story of the genocide that took place in Rwanda. It's about drawing a leaf from what happened in Rwanda into what is currently happening in Nigeria. I'm not going to say much, but I'm going to ask questions. From the questions, you can connect the dots. In Nigeria, they say they have repentant Boko Haram, repentant terrorists who are now infused into the Nigerian military. Now, one of the fuels that you cannot exhaust is an ideology. If you pour fuel into your car, it eventually goes off. If you charge your electric car, it eventually goes off. If you put a battery inside a torchlight, it eventually goes off. But you see, when you fuel an ideology into someone, that ideology hardly exhausts itself. So, a group of people in Nigeria are pushed by an ideology that suggests that their great-grandfather, Uthman Danfodio, had told them that this country belongs to them. So, no matter how you think about it, this is what they think. Now, they have infiltrated our judicial system, infiltrated our executive, infiltrated our legislature. They are everywhere. They've infiltrated our security apparatuses. They are everywhere. Believe it or not, they are everywhere. So, those that have been infused into the Nigerian army, will they now work to unalive their compatriots in the bushes? I want you to answer the question. What is Tinubu doing about the insecurity problem? Is there an agreement between Tinubu and Buhari that if you come into power, look the other way? For you can go with your Yoruba agenda, we don't care, but leave our Fulani agenda alone. Is there an agreement like that? Because that is what it seemed. If you ask me, it's like you just do your Yoruba agenda, but leave our Fulanization agenda. Because a country who witnesses the unalivings of over 100 of its citizens in 1 week, a president did not deem it fit to address the nation. In elsewhere, this should be a front page news, a headline news, a breaking news. The only thing I can use this platform to say right now is that those from Plateau State, those from Benue State, Nasarawa State, Taraba State, the entire Southeast, and the entire South-South, you must understand that there is a deliberate attempt to ensure that these places are Fulanized and Islamized. You might think such a thing only happened in the medieval age, but they are applying a more sophisticated approach into this scheme. And let me tell you what they are doing. First, bring your brothers scattered all over Africa. distribute them in Nigeria. First, go and clear some bushes and stay there. After all, nobody, and stay in the bushes. Erect some small hut and then start your civilization from there. Take your women to the streets, your children to the street. They should beg for alms. When they get money, they buy food and they go back to the bush. The men, on the other hand, will go back and kidnap, ask for ransom. The ransom should be very big so that it can sustain other families. Now, if you watch videos of people displaying money and sharing money and happy, it's all a deliberate attempt to sustain the population that have come into Nigeria. So I ask you, these areas I've called, it is either you pretend you don't know the repercussion that will happen after 5 years or 10 years, or you take care of it now. How do you take care of it? If your land belongs to somebody and somebody is occupying it illegally, take that person out. Force that person out. Take away their hut or makeshift accommodation, that take it out. Go and pay rent or buy land and build a house. This is a big problem before it gets to the state of Rwanda, where, let me ask you something. These sophisticated weapons, the AK-47, the brand new, the artillery, the ammunitions, the armories, do you think these people in custody of these weapons are capable of buying those things? Somebody somewhere in high places is financing this, and they are driven by this ideology. Why do you think if they catch a Fulani man committing a crime, in less than 2 days, he is freed from the prison? So these people have been given a license to do the unthinkable, because they will get, even if they are caught, they will be free. So you, that is the victim, you have to do the unthinkable to ensure the safety of yourselves, your children, and your relatives.